Hello YouTube, Jeff Steele here with SteelNavigator. Today's video topic is about the Jeep Cherokee and the things you should do maintenance-wise at least once per year. Now, can these things be done later on, and are the service cycles really much longer? Yes. However, if you want to maximize your power, performance, fuel economy, and the life of your parts and those involved, you will stick to such a schedule. So number one is your transmission fluid and filter. Once a year. Now, if you're in a situation, for example, and there might be a chance there could have been water that have got into the transmission. Maybe you drove through a creek, a river. In that situation, you would want to change the fluid immediately, because we know what water does to everything as far as damage. So, holding all else constant, there's no contamination issues with water or mud. Once per year, transmission, fluid, and filter. Next, transfer case. If you got a four-wheel drive Jeep, most people's Jeep are four-wheel drive, they have a transfer case. You want to change that fluid also once per year. A lot of people are going to say, oh, well, you can get 180, 200,000 miles on some of these advanced synthetic fluids. Yes, I'm not saying that it's not possible. What I'm saying is if you want to prolong and maximize power, performance, fuel economy on all fronts, you will do this at least once a year. So transfer case, super easy, there's no filter. Undo the top plug and then undo the bottom plug, let it drain out at least a good hour. All these situations you want to make sure that the Jeep has been driven at least for 15 or 20 minutes, let the fluids heat up. Helps them drain much better. For example, this week I changed my transfer case fluid, and I will even go as far as to lift up the front end when I'm draining, just to get a little bit of an angle so I can get even more of the fluid, any possible contaminants out of the case. And I'll fill it up. I'm always putting the best fluids on the market in the Jeep. And as far as the best of my knowledge, that is AMSOIL. 100% synthetic signature series as of now. What are some other things you need to do once per year? I'd say next thing on the list would be your gear dope in your front and or rear end. Gear lube, also known as gear lube or gear oil. Now the first time you change it, it might be a little bit complicated. However, what I do recommend upgrading to is aftermarket plates that have the drain plugs in the bottom of the cover. That way, moving forward, all you have to do is to take the drain plug out, drain it, put it back in, fill the top plug and fill hole. That way you don't have to take the whole plate over. It's a pretty inexpensive upgrade, well worth the money, save you a ton of time. So that is next. You don't want to blow a rear end out because you didn't change the fluid. You're talking about $1,000 to $2,000 at least. If you got a locker, it could be more than that. So change your fluids once a year. Again, you get water in them, possible contamination, you want to change it immediately. What's some other things that you should change once a year, if at all possible? I would say next would be your coolant. Put fresh coolant in. These Jeep Cherokees are absolutely known to run hot, so why not just flush out your coolant system, put fresh coolant in, best you can find every year. It's better than being out on the trail, having an overheating issue, have a motor lock up for one reason or another because of heat. This is just a few items of note as far as from what I can tell, and through my experience, a lot of folks overlook most people with those areas, they will literally wait until a transfer case or transmission or a rear end blows out before they realize, I never even changed that fluid, never even checked it. I can tell you, when I first got my Jeep Cherokee, first time I popped the rear diff cover over, there wasn't hardly any fluid in it at all. And my transfer case, unfortunately, I never changed the fluid in it. And it was the original transfer case. And at about 319,000 miles, blew out the transfer case. There's $1,300 right there. So, I take that back. That is about $1,500 with labor plus the part. So, take these few precautions once per year for your Jeep, and you will keep it in optimal condition, and you will get optimum life out of your Jeep and its parts. Share this video, comment down below any other recommendations for once a year service intervals outside of normal things. Please comment down below. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up icon if you would. I do appreciate you watching. Have a great day.